DJs BrewTube beer review. Well, guys, you can see by the sparse scene and just a big-ass bomber in front of me, I'm going to have a high ABV beer tonight. That's right, me solo, having this bomber. That's what we're about tonight. Why? Because I've been shoveling frickin' snow for 3 days straight, and it's time for a little bit of reward beer action. And you can tell by my scenery, I have beer swag in front of me. We got a beer from Laughing Dog Brewery out of Pondry, Idaho, US of A. Yay, yay! And what beer do we have today? We've got their Dogfather Imperial Stout, Bourbon Barrel Aged. That's right, Bourbon Barrel Stout time. All for DJ, that's right. So, as the name would imply, it's an Imperial Stout. What kind of Imperial Stout is it? It's a Russian Imperial Stout that they've aged in bourbon barrels. I think they aged it for 6 months because they're talking it took 11 months to produce this beer. So that sounds about right, in my head anyway. This is a rotating and serving that's available like October or November. This particular beer was bottled in October, so it probably was available in November. It's 10.85% ABV and 71 IBUs. Now they're using 7 malts in this and 4 kinds of hops. And this particular bottle right now, from where I've got it, is 4 months old. I've had it around for a little while. And in 2014, this is a 2013 bottle, but in 2014, this beer is going to be only bourbon barrel aged. Right now, or in 2013, they made one that was non-barrel aged, which was the original Dogfather Stout. So they're going to go straight bourbon barrels. Here you go, this is what we got. So, you know what? I'm going to stop flapping my gums. I'm going to pop the top on this bad boy and see what the 10.5% ABV feels like, and if the 71 IBUs just wafts over me and makes me go to Valhalla. Anyways, let's see what we got. Oh, nice pop off the top. Laughing Dog Brewery cap that we will obsessively collect. I can smell the bourbon all the way from here. That's always a good sign. Now, I'm going to tell you, truth be told, I haven't liked Laughing Dog beers a lot. I haven't really liked any Laughing Dog beers at this point that I've reviewed, and I've reviewed several of them. So, I'm going to put this in the glass and see what's up with this one. Now, most of the ones that I reviewed were at a beer festival. Wow, look at that. Nice. Yes, sir. Happy DJ probably tonight. Anyways, and they weren't my favorites, but we're going to see if this one takes care of business for us. So, as you can see, we got that lovely Russian Imperial Stout look. Super dark body, ain't no light getting through that one. We've got a solid 1 finger head of pretty tight bubbles, little soap sudsy at the top. Really dark, kind of coffee colored almost. Look at that instant glass. So you see them, I'm swirling, I'm seeing tons of alcohol legs in this bad boy. Just a classic looking barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout. So let's get a nose on this and get those senses working. Let's see. Man, nice. Up front, you get, actually front is vanilla. Wow. I'm getting vanilla like from the oak. After that, I'm getting bourbon, chocolate, a bit of coffee and toffee. A little bit of barrel char, like smokiness. Very, very mild dark fruits in there. Smells yummy. And the chocolate I'm getting is more milk chocolate, but there's also dark chocolate in there and a bit of caramel. And maybe the slightest hint of leather as well. Wow. This is making my mouth water. I'm ready for a stout, and I've earned this bourbon barrel stout. So I'm going to take a taste. Cheers, guys. Nice. Well, I found one Laughing Dog beer that I'm liking. So, right up at the front, the vanilla is actually there up front, but from barrel vanilla and oak. After that, you're getting a hit of bourbon. This isn't the biggest bourbon barrel beer you've tasted, like bourbon flavor up in your face, but it is there, and it's enough. It's a subtle accent to the coffee and the dark roasted malts. The aftertaste is of barrel char or maybe dark roasted coffee grounds after you brew that coffee. And the bitterness isn't of hops. The bitterness in this, maybe they've got a little fuggles in there because I'm maybe getting a little bit of earthiness, but not off-putting because I usually don't like fuggle hops. But coming after that, we've got a bit of chocolate in the middle, sort of vanilla and toffee. I'm saying vanilla again, but I'm getting a lot of vanilla in this compared to some other bourbon barrel stouts that I've had. But I would say probably the most subtle feature of this is maybe the bourbon in this beer. It's a really tasty beer. It's well made. The mouth feels a little thin. I've had the regular Dogfather at a tasting. The regular Dogfather is thicker than this beer. The ABV is only slightly elevated over this. I think the regular one's 10% and this one's 10.85. But real tasty beer. It's been well made. I would maybe like a little more bourbon flavor, but that may come out more as this beer ages. I got an extra bottle of it. I'm going to sell it and see what a year does to it. It was pretty inexpensive too, but really well made beer. It's a subtle Imperial Stout to begin with. This isn't a huge Imperial Stout. It's more towards the coffee and dark chocolate side of the flavors. And the mouthfeel on the regular Dogfather was never gigantic, but on this one it's thinned out a little. It's highly drinkable. The carbonation's spot on, and it does have a decent amount of like coating, but the alcohol also in this beer is completely masked. I get a little bit of alcohol warming, but it's not there in the taste and or in the mouthfeel or anything like that. This is a dangerous brew that you maybe want to sip on, but I'm drinking this at cellar temperature. It's probably about like 52 degrees, so it's right in that spot. Really tasty beer. I'm enjoying it, and I finally found a Laughing Dog beer that I like. So, what do the other guys think about this? Rate Beer gives it a straight up 98. That's an A+. I don't know about all that. Beer Advocates give it an 83. I think it's better than that. I'm going to give this beer, I'm going to give it an A. I'm going to give it a 95. I think for what it is, a smaller Russian Imperial Stout, a more mild bourbon barrel aged beer that's not going to totally cronk you like when you drink like a Bourbon County brand stout. It's just an A. It's a 95. It's just into that. It's verging on an A-, but I see potential in this beer. That's why I'm going to give it the A, I think, because it deserves it. It's well made, and it's a tasty beer, and it's hitting all the buttons that I want to have hit tonight. So, guys, if you've had this beer, let me know what you think. I like the quid pro quo. A little feedback here and there. Sorry Johnny's not here with me tonight, but this one's all mine. I've earned this after shoveling the frickin' driveway out so many times. Damn snow. Anyway, so next time, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I really appreciate it if you would think locally and drink locally and support the craft beer movement, guys. Help this thing keep growing and just getting bigger and blowing up so we got more choices like this, because I've gone through a lot of the beers in these guys' catalog, and I finally found one that I like. And you know what? That can be possible with pretty much any brewer. You're going to find one that hits your buttons and hits that subjectivity that goes right for you, and you're going to be a happy camper like me. That's why I've got my Imperial Stout drinking bourbon barrel aged beer happy face on. Anyways, guys, thanks a million for watching. Until the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a bunch of love for you and a big ass peace out.